thought it was going to be like a countdown to go live here. There is not a countdown. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gremlin Lord Live, episode 20, 2025 movie recap. So we're going to talk... Sorry, I was like, I got to turn my light on. How does that look? It looks shiny and weird. Okay. So, today I want to talk about all the movies and television that I watched this year. We'll even touch about a couple of things I didn't get to watch yet. And, yeah, that's what we're going to do. I even have some physical movie collection here to talk about, things that I bought recently. We can go through those as well. It's going to be pretty much just like a free form type of conversation. It's crazy how much upper space there is. I'm using a different tripod that's actually on the floor. And I can't get any closer than what this currently is. Because I don't... Actually, it might be able to go a little shorter. Hold, please. But we can still talk. I'll still talk. Okay, I'll talk to you. But yeah, so I'm really... It's been a great movie, or a great year for movies, to be honest. I mean, I've had a lot of enjoyment in films. I know that there's probably quite a few things that people didn't like this year. I want to show you parts of my room I don't want to show you. Let's move something out of the way here. You know, I'm trying to see if I can put this on the desk. If that makes sense. Because usually that's where the tripod is on the desk. But because I'm using a different tripod, you know, it's a little different. Because I don't want it to be, it's going to be really in the way. Yeah, show that big old mess over there. But the year's not over yet, okay? We got tons of movies coming out for holiday releases. You got Avatar coming out. That's going to be a really big one. I'm excited for that one. I'm already sweating. I don't want this like all the way up there, but I guess we can point it down at ourselves, huh? Ooh, there we go. How's that? I try not to show you too much of the gut, you know? But yeah, this is a very basic looking stream. It is very much up here though. I'm like looking up at the camera. It's kind of weird. Oh, that does kind of hide the chins though. I do like that. Show more gut? No, thank you. And it's like too warm. I just spit. Too warm to have a jacket on. I'm like tempted to put shorts on, to be honest. And it's not warm outside. It's cold outside. It's just that the heat in the house was up to 70, which I promptly lowered. Look at me, I'm on time too. It's just so weird that the camera's like up here. You get the nice view of my hairline, which makes it look like I'm going bald there. Which always cracks me up. It's the same hairline I've had since I was a teenager. It would be weird if I put shorts on, because I kind of feel like I need to put shorts on. Do I have shorts in here? I don't. I'm going to go put shorts on. I'm genuinely warm right now. Whew. I'm back! Yay! This is a great YouTube live, isn't it? Talk about movies while I'm sitting here turning my pants right side in. Hi. It's also just weird. It's so weird looking up. Like I feel like like even my cameras when I do my reviews aren't this up. Okay. Just gonna breathe a little.
Hi. How are you?
You know what we haven't done yet this season? We haven't had any tingles yet. That's crazy. I love how basic this looks though. It's just like, wow, here's the stream, enjoy. I do have, this is just a jacket. It's not a mess, I swear. It's just my jacket. I was thinking, oh, I'm probably gonna wear that. I'm not wearing it. Anyway, movies. 2025. How exciting. The year's almost over, and there are still so many movies to come out, and there still are so many movies for me to watch. I know, I gotta work them into something. That's my movie rank. Here we go. So I have a spreadsheet of all the movies and TV that I've watched with rankings on most of them. Some of them I just never did rankings for because I just couldn't think of anything. The problem is that I forgot some of them. I still have not seen Wicked for Good, no. Look, my car will hopefully be ready by tomorrow, and then I can get myself over there to watch it next week. There is a mystery movie next week, but I do still want to see it. But next week's a holiday. Do you think I should take the holiday off? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And like I said, the ex's mom, she wants to meet up at some point. So I feel so weird looking up at you. At least I can lean back in the chair. I know. Wicked for Good. I didn't want to see it during Thanksgiving time because all the kids were out of school and all that crap. And then I didn't, and then I waited, and then now like my car and with the coat drive and the toy drive and the charity run, it's just one thing after another, and I haven't had a chance to really go to the movies and see it. But the first movie on my movie rank list is actually Wicked, which I saw December 12th of last year, January 10th of this year, and January 14th of this year. So that's one of the first movies I saw this year was Wicked. Isn't that crazy? Crazy. Because I saw it by myself, and then I saw it with the aunt, and then I saw it with the mom. So yeah, I do have the dates for a lot of stuff when I was upkeeping with this whole thing. A lot of this stuff doesn't have dates on it though. Like I said, some of the stuff doesn't even have ratings. Or not ratings, years. Or not years. Ratings. So this is a mixture of Starry and Diet Twist Up. I don't think I cried as much in the third time seeing it. Because I saw it December 12th, right? By myself. And I cried some. I cried more listening to the soundtrack alone. And then January 10th is when I saw it with the aunt. But then 4 days later, I saw it again. So it was very close together. And by then I was kind of like, okay, let's pump the brakes a bit on this. I'm enjoying it, but I don't really want to see it again, you know? I do want to rewatch it. It's on Peacock. I do want to rewatch it, though, before I go see the second one. So maybe I'll rewatch it this weekend or something to prepare myself. You know what else I saw in January? Better Man, which I still don't have on physical. The Robbie Williams movie. I like that movie. I gave that movie, remember, it was very controversial. I gave it a 9. Remember that? That was very controversial because I gave it a higher score than Wicked. Yeah, remember it was way back then. Yeah, because I really liked it. I genuinely enjoyed that film. I thought it was really well made. Even though I didn't know a lot of the music, I think it was very good. I saw A Complete Unknown twice. Remember that? I saw it by myself, and then I saw it with the aunt. I didn't realize Nosferatu was this year. It was. It was this year. It's crazy. I finished Martin this year. Remember I was watching that for a while? Martin! Yeah, finished that one too. Companion. It's funny seeing the movies on here that I didn't do reviews for because I kind of forgot that I watched them. I did do Nosferatu. I did a full review for that. It did decent too. And I had the whole skit. And what would you have us do, Doctor? Stand by when something evil corrupts my wife or something? I have seen things that would make... Was Isaac Newton crawl back into his mother's womb or something like that? Yeah, Martin was a part of my sitcom thing. And it was good. It was good. I mean, it got a little at the end, you know, especially with Gina not being part of it as much because of her lawsuits against Martin. Yeah, that's the most recent review, sir. Can we hero? Actually. Wolfman I watched. I like that one. Mamma Mia. Right, that was fun. Love Hurts. I gave it a 7.5 apparently, so I thought it was fine. That's the Ke Huy Quan movie where he's a real estate guy. Hard Eyes, I only gave a 4. Because that wasn't very good. Sonic 3, I saw Sonic 3 stand out this year. I mean, once I go through the list, I'll have a better idea. I mean, off the top of my head, Saving Private Ryan was a huge standout to me. I mean, I think I rated that 10 out of 10. There wasn't really anything I could pick apart. I mean, I didn't care for Matt Damon in it, really. But overall, I can't nitpick anything in that movie. Saving Gremlin's Privates. I saw Sonic 3 because of that one scene in the trailer where Robotnik is dancing with his father or grandfather or whatever. With that techno song. That's why I went to go see Sonic 3. Because I knew that that scene and that song would sound so good in a theater. It's like, push the button, don't push the button. You haven't seen it? Oh, it's like, it was like a whole meme. I don't even know how it goes anymore because I don't have Apple Music, so. It's Jim Carrey, so of course he's going to do something goofy like that. But I was like, I want to see that song in theaters. So I did. Haven't seen Sonic 2, but I went and saw that. I forgot all about Becoming Led Zeppelin. That was really good. I enjoyed that. I enjoy Led Zeppelin music. So it's a documentary about Led Zeppelin, obviously. And they play the songs, and they play full songs, like actual live performances from the 70s and stuff. I think it was me and like 1 or 2 other people on that one, but I was singing along to that. That was a nighttime movie. I gave that an 8. An 8! That's in February, by the way. You know what else is in February? Captain America. Doesn't it seem so far away? I feel like Captain America Brave New World seems so long ago. But it really isn't. It's this year. You know, it's crazy. I mean, the thing that Wicked was also this year was, well, it came out last year, but I saw it this year. Yeah, Captain America. I gave it a 6.5 to 7, which is fine. It's fine enough movie. Wasn't great, but fine. I just saw Last Breath. That was a mystery movie. I gave that a 2.5 out of 10. 2.5 out of 10. Whew. I did not like that one. It's not a good movie at all. That was like my lowest rated movie for most of the year. Was Last Breath. It's like Simu Liu and Woody Harrelson and quick question. Is it private? Should it be private? It says my privacy's unlisted. Oh, why would it be unlisted? Oh, let's see if I can change that right now. I can green screen. Oh God, that looks awful. That's not what I want though. Thank you. Okay, you can get rid of the green screen. Thank you. It might actually be set to the wrong thing. Hold on. That's the wrong song. This has never happened before. I've never once had it set to unlisted or something or other. Let's see if I can change the privacy while it's live. If not, I might have to restart. See, content, lives, public, please. Publish. Okay, I just put it as public. I don't know if that's going to change anything. Can you try seeing if you can quote unquote find it? It's true. Usually my adoring fans are already here. You are the top fan though. Isn't that exciting for you? I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose if it's not public, you know what I mean? Let me refresh my computer. And so I can see, it now says it's public on my screen. Okay, so apparently refreshing made my mouse go all wonky. Okay, I don't need GremlinLord that loud in my ear, thank you. Said hi. What said hi? Oh, you said hi. Okay. There's a handshaking on my phone chat, but not on my computer chat. So, weird. You know what the other movie, this movie, it's called Riff Raff. Every time I hear Riff Raff, I think of Rocky Horror Picture Show, which is obviously not what I watched. Hello, Jonathan. Riff Raff is a movie that I went and saw because it had a good cast. And I was like, ooh, that's what I want to, I want to see that. Am I the guy selling couches? I was. Unfortunately, you missed out. We sold the last love seat to this guy named J.D. Vince, I think his name was. Yeah, he bought the last couch, unfortunately. So it has Jennifer Coolidge, Ed Harris, Gabrielle Union, Lewis Pullman, Pete Davidson, Bill Murray. Nobody else I really recognize. Yeah, it just wasn't the best movie though. I don't even have a rating for it on here because I was disappointed with it. It's on Hulu, so you can go watch it on Hulu. It was funny, but it's just, I thought it was going to be different. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, bro. You know, I'm going to be the next up-and-coming streamer at the next Streamer Awards. So, you might as well get into this now, you know. So, I mean, it was a puzzle lady this time, and it's fantastic. Support that, support her. But this next year, it's going to be me. Because I'm a triple threat. You see, I stream on YouTube, create weekly YouTube videos as well. I stream on Twitch as well. And I make content on TikTok. I am just that phenomenal. I gotta say. Unstoppable. Up and coming streamer 2026. This guy. Hello, Void. You want to talk about some movies that I bought that I haven't put into one of my shorts yet? Here, I'll pick 3. Here, I'll pick 3 at random. I have them on my bed. Talk about. Oh God. So I bought Wayne's World, which I've never seen Wayne's World. I've seen pieces of Wayne's World. Wayne's World, party time, excellent. I actually haven't seen it though. I was hoping it would be like a 2-pack of both of them, but it's only the first one, which is unfortunate. So, but hey, it's in 4K. Because that's what I need to see in 4K, Wayne's World. You don't remember it well? Me either. Well, let's watch it. If I could watch it in Discord with you, I would, but I can't, unfortunately. Now, this one I've seen. It's Forrest Gump. The only copy of Forrest Gump I have is on VHS. It's multi-disc, which is fine. You can look at the code. I don't care. I've already redeemed it. It means 4K, Blu-ray, and 4K, but there's also like a bonus disc too. I do like Forrest Gump. Did I go see this in theaters? I think it played during the Masterpiece month. Did I mention seeing it? I don't think I did. I don't remember. But now I own it. Instead of just VHS, I now can watch it because I don't have a VCR hooked up. Here. And then the last one is another fun, loving, exciting one that everybody loves. It's American Psycho. Great family film, you know. Great music, Huey Lewis and the News. You know, it's really a film that teaches kids about skincare and exercise and how to draw, right? Because he does draw on the table. And how to love yourself. That's what this movie's all about, self-love. I own this already. I have it on DVD. But it was on sale. And I was like, you know what? I could upgrade my DVD now to 4K and Blu-ray and digital. And it's the uncut version. I don't know what makes it uncut. This unrated version contains material different from the original R-rated version. That is very helpful. So I honestly, you know what's weird? On the back, it only shows like when it's talking about the story of it, it says Patrick Bateman, Christian Bale, with a stunning fiance, Reese Witherspoon. Love uncut. The more the merrier. But it doesn't mention William Dafoe, who is the police officer investigating him. Willem Dafoe. Sorry, not William. Willem Dafoe. Jared Leto is in this. And Chloe Sevigny, that's her name. Justin Theroux. Reese Witherspoon has like last billing on the back of this case. Last billing. And yet we're pretending that she's the main draw. I mean, she's really just a supporting character in that because she's like the vapid girlfriend. And usually she's just yapping as he's talking to himself in his head. And it was directed by a woman, which I think is very important. Because all the red pill dude bros are like, oh yeah, it's my favorite movie. And it's like, it's actually kind of making fun of that machismo. It's pointing out the hypocrisy of like, you know, ultra masculinity. But sure, you can enjoy it. Enjoy away, my man. We can talk about March now. In March, we watched Novocaine, Regal Mystery Movie. We watched The Monkey, which apparently I gave an 8. I don't remember liking it that much. I do remember liking it. I was very entertained while watching it. I gotta get that on physical too. Bite my shoulder or something. Oh, we also watched Anora, remember? Because it was like when the awards were coming around, so they re-released a bunch of films for people to watch in theaters. So we got to see Anora finally. Yeah, remember? That's this year. I mean, it came out, what, last year? But, wait, did it come out last year? Mikey Madsen. November 8th, 2024. Yeah, so it came out last year. But I didn't watch it till this year, so. Made $57 million on a $6 million budget. It's not bad. See, this one, I actually had to find a picture of. I didn't have a picture of this one. I did it on one of my YouTube lives. The Rule of Jenny Penn. With John Lithgow, Jeffrey Rush. I had to go find a quick poster for that so I could put it in my thumbnail. That's the one that's about a like a physical therapy adults with needs home, and Jeffrey Rush is sent there after he has a stroke, but John Lithgow's character terrorizes all the residents with his Jenny Penn is the name of his doll. And he forces them to like kiss the doll and kiss the doll's butt and like worship to it. It's a very psychotically dark film. And I watched that. That was when my dad was in the hospital. So it, you know, because it's about people who feel that they are with it, but they aren't to people outside. So like Jeffrey Rush's character believes he's in control of what's going on, but he starts losing time and losing where he is because of his failing mind after his stroke. So I was equating that to how maybe my dad was feeling, where he thinks he's in the moment, but he's not. And I think they portrayed it really, really well with how things kind of morph. I talked about it on my YouTube live. I didn't do a full review, I don't believe. I mean, I did a full review on YouTube live, but I liked it. I gave it an 8. But I also have like the personal connection to it is what made me like it even more. So I was busy in March. I saw a lot of movies in March. I'm looking at it right now. In the Lost Lands. Eesh. Sorry, I saw something else I didn't recognize. That was the Mila Jovovich and what's his name? Dave Bautista film. That was utterly panned and a complete and total failure. A fantasy film. You remember that? Woo, that movie has a 4.7 on IMDb. People hated that movie. It was George R.R. Martin. He was the original writer for that. Is that the Game of Thrones guy, right? $55 million budget. Made 6. Total fail. That's the one I said would be much better as a TV show because they try to jam too much into one film because every night is like a whole nother adventure. So I don't remember how many nights it was, 6 or 7, might have been a week. But like it was so much lore that they just couldn't fit into the film. It would have been so much better to have, 7 or 8 hour-long episodes so each one could focus on a separate night. Yeah. Did you see it? But it definitely needed more time. It needed more time to cook. Let it cook, chat. I didn't think you did. Not many people saw that one. Obviously. Poor Mila Jovovich. I like Mila Jovovich. She's one of those actors that I go see her stuff. I just go see it. I knew it wasn't going to be groundbreakingly good, right? I knew that. But I decided to go see it anyway, just because. Why not? What's the harm, We talked about it on the YouTube Live, too. It's a movie my dad would have liked. That's another thing, too. And we watched Get Shorty, which is a movie my dad liked. That's one we watched at home. Gene Hackman, John Travolta, Ving Rhames. Who's the lady in that? I can't think of who the lady is in that movie. I feel like I should know. Rene Russo. That's who it is. Rene Russo. Oh, and Danny DeVito. Dennis Farina. Dennis Farina. Not Denise Farina. Oh yeah, Gandolfini's in that. Uncle Rico's in there. I like that. That was a good one. And let's do 3 more. Do 3 more of my physical movie releases that we bought. This movie came out in 2004. I did not see it. I was pretty anti-American back then, because the U.S. government is always corrupt, but it felt extra corrupt back then. Not as corrupt as it feels now, of course, but I didn't really recognize that it would be more satirical because I wasn't really with satire at that point. But Team America, World Police. It's the 20th anniversary edition. I mean, obviously, I know America. Yeah. I knew it was from the people from South Park, you know. And I never really cared for South Park. So that made me not even want to watch it. I mean, 2004, I wasn't really, I don't think I was allowed to watch it. I wasn't old enough to go see it myself. So, well, they said that they would never make another puppet movie because it was so hard. Because it was just so much, which makes sense, you know. But like my ex liked it a lot, and he said his whole family liked it a lot. Like they all watched it together as a family, which is pretty interesting. Graphic, crude, and sexual humor, violent images, strong languages, all involving puppets. Rated R. Well, I think like his aunts liked it because it's like that show, The Thunderbirds, from like the 60s or whatever, 70s. That's basically like these type of puppets. Yes. So I think she was really more interested in the puppetry of it. This one is Casino, which is a Martin Scorsese film. So I can finally start seeing Martin Scorsese films because I've seen Killers of the Flower Moon. Have I seen anything else? My light is kind of oddly flickering, which is bugging me out. Sharon Stone, Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro. Never seen it. Is that Woods? Don Rickles? Yeah, James Woods. Kevin Pollak. Huh. Another one I have never seen. I like buying things I haven't seen. No problem. So it's Apollo 13. Big all-star cast in this one. Kevin Bacon, Tom Hanks, Gary Sinise, Bill Paxton, Ed Harris. Gary Sinise and Tom Hanks, that's Lieutenant Dan and Forrest Gump. It's about the true life. This is Ron Howard. Yeah, Ron Howard. Who acts in one of my other movies. It's about the Apollo 13 space mission. Houston, we have a problem. You know, that whole shtick. I've never seen it, but now I own it. Oh, wait, we didn't even finish March yet. I'm sorry, I'm jumping around here. Did anybody see Opus? Anyone see Opus? Anyone? No one? Okay. I don't think anybody saw Opus. Again, another one of those movies that just kind of like flew under the radar that people just didn't see. Her name is Ayo Edebiri. I'm probably butchering her last name. But John Malkovich is in it. Juliette Lewis. Tony Hale. Excuse me. It's a 5.7 on IMDb. Whew. What did I give it? Did I give it a score? I may not have given it a score. I gave it a 7. I enjoyed it. It's very stylized. I enjoyed the music in it. Like, John Malkovich actually recorded music for it. And I downloaded it. Like, I added that to my collection. Because his character is a musician that comes out of hiding and he invites a bunch of people to his compound, which is basically a cult. And most people are like fawning over him, but Ayo is just kind of like, what's going on here? It's a pretty crazy movie. Things go off the walls pretty harshly. But it is very stylized. Not as stylized as him, which is overly stylized. But I did like it. I thought it was perfectly fine. I mean, it could have had better endings and stuff. This light flickering is going to bug out my eyeballs. Black Bag was another one that I've seen that people haven't seen. I think people just kind of forget. That's Kate Blanchett and Michael Fassbender. I thought that was going to be a bigger movie because, you know, people seem to like both of those actors. You know. But it was not. Seemed like oh, Pierce Brosnan's in that too. And Roger Jean Page, that hottie boombalati. I liked it. I just was kind of expecting a bit more out of it, to be honest. I don't know. What'd I give it? I gave it a 6.5 to a 7. I thought it could have been a lot more slick. Or like the characters are very slick, but I just thought it could be a lot more. I don't know, the flow of it. It's hard to describe. I just thought it was going to be more stylish spy thriller type of thing. Maybe more Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I plugged my computer in, but the computer charger is not plugged in. So that's very helpful to charge my computer. A Quiet Place Part 2. We obviously reviewed that. Did a whole review for it on my channel. So go ahead and check that out. That one includes a double skit. That has a beginning skit and a mid-film skit. So that's a good skit. That one's really good. That's one of my favorite skits of the year. Is the Quiet Place one. Put a lot of work into that one for very little payoff. Did makeup. I did sound effects, lighting, and I got to use a real set, which was just my downstairs. My house already looks like a place that's been abandoned for years, so worked out really well. I think these breadsticks are any good. It cracks me up. Oh my god! The jam! It's so good. What's this TV show? Oh, I remember. Okay. I like this show. Did I give it a good rating? I'd probably give it a good rating, right? I gave it a 9. A 9. It's called The Other One. I believe it was on Prime. After Colin Walcott drops dead at his birthday party, his wife Tess and daughter Kathy discover he had a long-term mistress and another daughter named Kat. And so you have like the uptight ex or current wife and daughter, and then you have the complete opposite mistress and her like daughter. And it's very cute. I cried, I laughed. It's just, you know, there's a lot of things in it that show you how to grow as a person and learn from each other, even though you're different people. I really, really liked it. It's from 2020. From the BBC. Cringe? You don't like growth? You don't like growing as a person? Yikes. We're all about personal growth here, man. It helps to grow up as well. Let's see. Mickey 17. Mickey 17 got dragged so hard. Yeah, like and subscribe, bro. Have that personal growth. You're watching next year's up and coming streamer. Okay. Yeah, Mickey. Yeah, I like Mickey 17. What'd I give it? A 7? 7 or 7.5. I saw it with the aunt. She liked it a lot. Obviously, Robert Pattinson, Toni Collette, Mark Ruffalo is in it. Who's his love interest? How come she's like not like in the top listed cast? Wait, is that's the woman from Wicked? Yeah. Is it Naomi Aki? Is that her name? That movie's a flop too, right? $118 million budget made 133. So it didn't make back its budget, but people were not a fan of that movie. I liked it. I thought there was nothing really wrong with it. I mean, it could have been better. There's humor in it. The political stuff was a bit on the nose, which some people might get really offended by. All right. You know, because a lot of people get upset about politics these days. They hear something about fascists and they get really upset that you're talking about them. It's unfortunate. But I would say check out Mickey 17. I enjoyed it. Make your own opinion. Oh, you can see upper thigh. Oh my. Can you see that? I guess I see more of myself on this picture than you see. You saw the last half of it, it was okay. Oh, well, I'm glad you saw the ending of the movie, because that's helpful. Good grief. You didn't see the culmination of stuff, the growth, the character growth. God damn it. The day the Earth blew up, the Looney Tunes movie, remember that? That was this year too. It's crazy. You did see that. Well, finally, you've seen a movie this year. I'm proud of you. I forgot all about that one. The aunt loved that one. She was super excited to go see that one. Let me tell you, she was like excited to go see it. When I asked her, like, "Hey, do you want to see this movie?" I was like, "You know, it's Looney Tunes, and it's all hand drawn animation. If you'd be interested in it." And she's just like, "Yeah, I'll watch that." I was like, "Okay." She was cracking up, having a grand old time, a gay old time, perhaps. She was loving it. Well, I wouldn't be so sure, buddy, since that's Warner Brothers. I think that ship has sailed. That movie barely came out in the first place. They have another one that's what? Wile E. Coyote versus Acme, whatever, that they're going to be releasing. That one doesn't look as interesting because that's like a cartoon and real people movie. But yeah, with Warner Brothers currently in the air right now, I don't think anything's going to be coming out. Because Netflix sure as fudge isn't releasing it. Well, that's the thing. It was a catch-up entertainment or something. Like, they distributed the Looney Tunes Day the Earth Blew Up, but they didn't have a budget for advertising. So I think they also had the distribution rights to the Wile E. Coyote one, but I don't know where that's going. Because it should have been out already, to be honest. So this is April 2025. We watched Bottoms. We watched that on Prime, I think, or Peacock. Oh, I only got those two, so it's one of those. I thought that was funny. I liked it. I gave it an 8. I enjoyed my Bottoms. My Bottoms pleased me very well. People are saying it. It's a good bottom. In contrast, we watched Drop as well, which wasn't as good. That I gave a 5 because the trailer gave away every twist and turn of the movie, and it just didn't make a lot of sense. And the main guy had like no charisma whatsoever. And he's the main guy in the Housemaid movie, Sydney Sweeney's next big flop. He's the husband in that. What's his name? I forget his name. It's like Sklelnar. That's his last name, I think. Brandon Sklelnar. Bryant Sklelnar. Something like that. He's in that new Housemaid movie with Amanda Seyfried and Sydney Sweeney. And it's like, Sydney Sweeney's having a bad year. Aside from her, white supremacy and her love of MAGA, Eden was a massive flop. Americana was a massive flop. Christie was a massive flop. I bet you didn't even remember Americana, did you? I couldn't even tell you what it's about. I saw its DVD at the store the other day. I didn't even look at it. Yeah? It's kind of crazy. How about that Anyone But You movie? How did that Anyone But You movie do? That's her and what's his face? Glenn Powell. That was 2 years ago. But let's look at that real quick. I have zero interest in watching that movie. Good God. $25 million budget. It made $220 million. That's not bad. On a $25 million budget? It's great, actually. Made 88 in the US. The other 140 were outside the US. Glenn Powell is not my favorite guy. Sydney Sweeney's not my favorite girl. So, I mean, you want me to watch a movie with those two in it? Sounds like torture. Dylan Mulroney's in it, though. I do like him. Right? When I watched the trailers for that, it was agonizing. But I didn't know much about Sydney Sweeney back then. So, if it was the mystery movie, I would have watched it, obviously. And it did well. Like I said, it did well. Not for me, though. What's it on? It's on Hulu. Which I don't have, so we won't be watching it. Everyone's favorite, Death of a Unicorn. Another movie that I feel like would have did really well 15 years ago. I feel like that if that would have came out, in like the Napoleon Dynamite times, people would have been like, "Oh, did you see that Death of a Unicorn movie? So funny!" Like, I feel like it would have took off. It would have been like, it's a goofy idea, has some sentimentality in it too, has violence in it and gore. you know, and it would have been something with like that people would have latched onto. Would I have liked it back then? Actually, I probably would have liked it less because I feel like it would have been more popular and I would have been more anti-popular. I feel like I would have been more annoyed by it. Because like Jenna Ortega is not my favorite. I think she's pretty flat a lot of the times. I did love Napoleon Dynamite though. So maybe I would have liked it. Who knows? That poor movie. I gave it a 7, Death of the Unicorn. I didn't think it was terrible. It wasn't great. But I mean, it's a perfectly fine film to enjoy. It's Will Poulter, Paul Rudd, Jenna Ortega. I'm trying to think of who the other people are. Oh, is it Tia Leone? Tia Leone? I think it's Tia Leone. She used to be married to David Duchovny. Yeah. Yeah, Ant-Man was in it, correct. Richard E. Grant was in it. Has a 5.9 on IMDb. Sheesh. I give it a 7. Another failure, $15 million budget, which is really low, actually. That's a really low budget for that film. Made $16 million total. Yikes. Yikes. It's an A24 movie, too. You would think, like that movie would have been a crazy smash, right? A $15 million budget, that thing would have made over 200 million back in the day, you know? I feel like you would have people wearing like unicorn shirts or something. All kinds of stuff. Like it would have been a whole thing. Too little, too late. They're trying to capture that feel, but people really just meme the hell out of it, you know? It has a little bit of a cheesy ending, but it's fine. Look, if a movie makes me feel anything, I usually give it a better rating. The Amateur, Rami Malek, Lawrence Fishburne. Very okay film. I went and saw it with a bunch of old people. Not on purpose. I just happened to go to the movies and there was a bunch of old people in there. Oops, I paused my own video. It looks like I'm like digging down my leg. Yeah, now that was okay. A lot of nonsensical stuff in it, but I gave it a 7 as well. Yeah, you see my upper thigh. The Friend. I gave this. The Friend also a 7. The Friend is another movie that people did not see. That's more of an indie film, though. It's one of those movies that has a lot of people in it. What month am I in? I am only in April. I was busy in April as well. March, I was much less. April's the one, or April. The Friend is the one with the big Great Dane dog. It's Bill Murray's dog, and he dies, and he leaves it to Naomi Watts' character. There's Carla Gugino in it. Constance Wu. Bing the dog. It wasn't bad. It had a lot of like fake endings to it, but it wasn't terrible. I mean, again, good characters can make a movie. It made $5 million. Doesn't even have a budget on the screen. Just made $5 million. It wasn't a big movie, but it played at my theater. So I saw Bill Murray, and I said, I'm going to watch it. And then he dies. And I'm like, thanks. Now Bill Murray's not in the movie. he's there off and on in memories and stuff, but it was just like, I came to see Bill Murray. Ooh, The Woman in the Yard. I think it's a terrible name for a movie. And I think that killed the movie a bit for some people. It's a good movie, though. I give that one an 8. It's sitting at 5 on IMDb. That's Blumhouse. Oh, for sure. Like, The Woman in the Yard, it's too descriptive. Like, it sounds like a movie, again, from yesteryear, right? Like Death of a Unicorn. But this sounds like an older film, The Woman in the Yard. Like when movie titles would literally tell you what the movie was directly about. Because like Saving Private Ryan, you know, the movie's about looking for Private Ryan, but it's not kind of like in your face thing like Avatar is the name of a movie, but the avatars are the bodies they wear, but the movie's not, you know what I mean? Like it's, yeah. I know what I mean, so that's what matters. The Woman in the Yard sounds like some 80s slasher film. What's it about? It's about the woman in the yard. Oh. You know. But it was good. I enjoyed it. That one made me cry too. But again, I was in an emotional state when I saw that, because it's about like depression, grieving, loss and death and stuff like that. So like for me, I was already kind of in that mood when I saw it. Again, dad stuff. So it hit me a lot harder. If you're watching as like a surface level horror movie, it's probably not going to be great. $12 million budget, made $23 million. Made $1 million outside the States. Outside of North America. Legend of Ochi. I've heard nothing about that movie. Where's that movie at, guys? Like, that was a really good movie. Everybody forgot that movie. Willem Dafoe's in it. Finn Wolfhard's in it. Emily Watson. The main character is Helena Zengel. It is cute. You should watch it. It says it's on Disney, Hulu, HBO Max. I don't think my family saw it. No. But you should watch it. It says you have Hulu, right? Although it says Disney Hulu Max bundle, so it might be an HBO Max thing. He did ask about it. I don't think they ever took him to go see it. I have an all style, no substance. It has plenty of substance. It's very much a kid's movie, you know, where the little girl befriends a creature and she learns about what tradition is and, you know, that kind of stuff. I liked it. And it has the most insane puppetry. Like, there's no CGI for that creature. The creature is puppets. And it's an insane puppetry. It moves and walks like crazy. I mean, like, there is CGI in the movie, obviously, but the creature that she's with is a puppet, and it looks so good. I think I raved about that in my review. I gave it an 8. So definitely good. I want to try to get it had a $10 million budget, and it made $4.8 million. Oh, that was an A24 film as well. That was a Regal Mystery movie. And I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to see that. And when I saw it, I was like, this is great. It's very much a kid's movie that you would expect from 80s or 90s, like the kind of movies that we watched as kids, that like the Goonies or E.T. It's very much that kind of film. Maybe not so much the Goonies, but it gives me that like fantastical vibes. You know, where the kid finds a creature. It's not an alien, though. Yeah, it really could be. But again, because these creatures are feared and hunted, but she befriends the young one, and it's just like kind of like branching together societies and going against tradition, you know, woke stuff. Which is why I thought my brother would show his kids. I was like, hey, woke stuff. That movie was a big feeling. I think it is on physical, though. I have to check out, put it on my Christmas list or something about buying it. Like, I watch a lot of the behind the scenes stuff for it, too. Usually, like, if I'm watching behind the scenes stuff, that usually means I'm very interested in it. I was very interested in how it was made. I think that's a sign of a good film. Anyway, and then the other movie, the last movie I have on here for April is Kill, which was the Indian film. Where the guy pulls a John Wick on a train and kills everybody on it. That was one of my bargain bin movies. And it was, I think it was my first bargain bin movie that wasn't in English either. Because it was in Hindi. It was fine. I gave it a 7. You thought Kill sounded fun? You check it out. Check it out. Come on over. I'll let you borrow the DVD, man. I'm kind of disappointed that Kill Bill is not playing in my theater. The whole bloody affair. It's very unfortunate. Your thanks, man. Oh, there it is. It was very delayed up here. I know. I've seen Kill Bill, but I've never seen it in theaters. So, would I want to see a 4.5 hour thing? Not especially, but I would go see it. I might even have to buy food at the movie theater. And I know that it would be packed and like full of Kill Bill Ultra fans geeking out and being annoying like Scream was. But I don't know. It's probably playing at the other theater that has very limited IMAX seating, but not really concerned about it that much. Yeah, if it was playing here, I'd go see it. I don't own those movies yet. I need to buy those. They've been re-releasing them recently because of this re-release. So, also it's in Fortnite, Prince. So, I got my Uma Thurman skin. May was a very short month. I don't have like anything in May. It's literally 3 mystery movies. That doesn't make any sense. What was my YouTube live in May? Because that should have a lot more movies in it. Let's see. March, April. I didn't do one in May. Oh, crap. Yeah, but I mean, I could watch my own movies, you know, just because there's not a movie playing in theaters doesn't mean there aren't movies for me to watch. Dangerous Animals, Bring Her Back. Oh, I had a Gems of War video. That's what it was. That was the fourth movie of the month. We didn't do a live that month. We had a Gems of War video. Okay. So May was The Bondsman, which is a TV show on Amazon Prime about Kevin Bacon, who's a bounty hunter guy who dies, and then kind of becomes a bounty hunter for in the afterlife. Is he a bounty hunter for God? He's trying to get demons back into hell or something. It's actually pretty good. Vetter recommended it to me, and I saw that it came out, but I enjoyed it. I gave it an 8 overall. I don't know if there'll be another season. If they do, then they make it snappy. But I thought it was good. The other movie is actually one of the physical media movies that I bought, which is The Surfer, which is Nicolas Cage and Julian McMahon. I saw this solely for Julian McMahon because I think it's when he died. And I was like, I gotta go see it. I gotta go see it for Julian. Yeah. Do you remember seeing the trailers for this? Nicolas Cage goes back to his like childhood home and his childhood beach, and it's in Australia. And he lives in America now. And he wants to buy the house that his father built. And he goes to surf with his son, and it's a group of like Australian surfer guys, and they're like, "You don't live here, you can't surf here." And they like kick him off the beach and stuff. And Nicolas Cage is like, "That's not right. It's an open public beach. I should be able to go on the beach." And like, it's a whole community thing, and it's very much a fever dream film where Nicolas Cage starts losing his mind because of the heat, and he's dehydrated, and like everybody's kind of against him. It's a crazy film. Did I give it what? I gave it a 7. There's a lot of close-ups of his face, which is kind of gross. I will show you this. So Nicolas Cage has a very soft chin, like I do as well. You know, not much there. This is Julian McMahon's chin. Can you see that? Look at that. Straight edge. I couldn't do that if I tried. I would need surgery to have a chin like that. To not have a turkey neck. Like, he's like in his 50s, right? Or late 40s? Early 50s? I don't know. It's just like straight shelf, like, great. He looked really handsome. I mean, he always looks handsome, but he's very handsome in the movie. I think it's one of the last things, if not the last thing he did. But I saw it and I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy it because I enjoyed it. And it's one of those movies that like people won't go see, but if they see that I have like the DVD, they're like, "Oh, can I borrow that? That sounds decent." You know, it's one of those kind of movies. Which a lot of movies in my collection are those kind of movies. Are movies that you're like, "Oh, I remember about that one. I want to check that out." Like after the fact. Yeah. Bring Her Back was also in May. I really like that. I gave it an 8.5. That was a mystery movie as well. Yeah, man, you have to dig through my box. Find some of my uncut footage. Twirl my chest hair. What's on Max? Bring Her Back or The Surfer? Deleted all that footage. The Surfer's on Hulu, it says. Oh, Bring Her Back? Yeah. Have you seen Bring Her Back? I liked Bring Her Back. I was very much surprised by that. The Surfer made $2.1 million. Released May 2nd. Julian McMahon. He was in his 50s. He died July 2nd. Okay, so he was actually alive when I saw it. But I think it makes me glad that I did see that. You didn't see Bring Her Back yet? Oh, Prince, Bring Her Back was good. It's very heavy, though. It's a very heavy movie. It had a scene that I cringed watching that movie. You know, not a lot of horror makes me cringe. That one made, and not cringe like in a bad way, but cringe in a good way. That one got me a few times. You have to be in the mood. Yeah, I mean, you gotta be in the mood to be scared and to cry. That's for sure. Because there's a lot of heaviness in there. I haven't bought it yet on physical. It's on my Christmas list, like my shopping list on Amazon, so I can track it for pricing. But it's something. And it's funny because the brothers who made that, not in the mood to cry. See, I'm the opposite. I'm in the mood to cry right now. Like, I want to see Hamnet. I want to go see Hamnet and bawl my eyes out. But it's not playing at my theater. I knew that when I saw the trailer for Hamnet, I was like, oh, God, that's a good cry right there. Oh, I want to watch it. Why? I don't know. I feel like I need a release. And I hate Shakespeare. I hated Shakespeare in school. Absolutely hate Shakespeare. And that movie's about Shakespeare. But I mean, it's Jessie Buckley's in it, and I saw her in Wicked Little Letters, and now she's kind of like another actress. And I'm like, I'm gonna go check out her stuff when she makes stuff. It looks really good, though. It's getting talks for being movie of the year. So, will it win? I don't know. It's a Paul Mescal. Her, and it's directed by Chloe. She's an Oscar-winning director, right? Chloe Zhao. Oh, she helped write it too. She's won 2 Oscars. Best Motion Picture Nomadland in 2021 and Best Achievement in Directing for Nomadland in 2021. I knew that she was an Oscar-winning director. Okay, can you like scroll the page? Thank you. I hate when it does that. She also directed Eternals. So, but yeah, that movie looks like it's definitely going to be a tear-jerking movie. It's going to jerk me the whole time. I want to be jerked, you know? Oh, Emily Watson's in that too. It looks really good. but it's not in my theater. I do believe it's going to be on Peacock, though, because Peacock has a little, like, behind the scenes with the director. So I'm pretty sure it's going to end up on Peacock. So that would be great. Means Focus Features, Hera Pictures, and Neil Street Productions. It's made $5 million. Which that means like an ugly cry here at home instead of ugly crying in public. I do want to see it though. It's probably going to put me in a funk watching it at home. I feel like watching it in theaters will put me in less of a funk. Watching it at home will probably put me in a funk. We talk about Bring Her Back. We got The Hamnet. Two very similar films. Fight or Flight, that's the Josh Hartnett film where he's on the plane and he's fighting. Everybody's out there to kill him. It was okay. Nothing particular. It was real goofy. Just pop out of the Xbox afterwards. I watch it on the Xbox, man. You know? It can make me ugly cry. I just have to watch it on a non-streaming night. That's all. That's all. So I can wallow alone and not have to like cancel a stream because I'm sad. But it probably won't be on Peacock for a while because it's still in theaters. And then of course Dangerous Animals, which I did not enjoy. I thought it had potential to be a good film. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. 5 is like the middle of the road. So it is a very much middle of the road film. But it just lost itself at the end. What's his name? Is it Ty Courtney? He was good. The movie went full goofball at the end, though. That's the problem. Yeah, that's the shark one. Yeah, where he gives the tours and he abducts people. It has potential. Like it has, like, it's there. It's very much like a standard horror film, right? There's not a lot of shark in it, and then the ending got like real dumb, and that annoyed me beyond belief. But it was okay. I wouldn't write home about it though. Some people thought it was the second coming of Christ, so they're like, "Yeah, horror movies are saved because of that movie," and I'm like, "Okay, let's calm down. That movie is not saving anything." Now we're moving to June, the birthday month, where we saw quite a few movies. That was also when we had our community chest live, where the community got to pick the movies that I watched for my live. Isn't that exciting? Including you, Mr. Number One Fan. But we did watch Life of Chuck, which I really enjoyed, which does have a physical release, so I'm going to have to grab that. That's the Tom Hiddleston movie, even though he's not in it that much. It's a Stephen King and Mike Flanagan combo movie. So I really like that one. That one made me cry too, because it made me think about life. Yes, Detective Pikachu was your choice, which we only gave a 6.5, which is better than average. Remember, we talked about how it shouldn't have been the first movie. It should have been part of a bigger Pokemon cinematic universe. Like, we should have started with something else and then grown into this world, because I felt like they were just trying to throw things at you that should have been thrown at you in a previous film. Well, I have seen The Craft now. It's in the thumbnail because of you. It does deserve a good movie. And I liked the art style of it and everything. Like, I liked that they gave Charizard scales and, you know, Mr. Mime's part was really funny. Like, it had good stuff in it. It's just, you know, Ryan Reynoldsy. And then Fallen was Vetter's Choice, which was the Denzel Washington movie with the killer who could jump into people's bodies after he was executed. Yeah, that was a pretty good movie. I gave it an 8. I guess I liked it. And of course, Galaxy Quest, which we now have on 4K, which is funny because I bought Galaxy Quest for like $3.74 at Walmart on DVD. And that's what I watched it on. And then I went ahead and bought it at 4K. Mimi picked Blazing Saddles. Yeah. I like how I paused really long after saying Blazing Saddles. So, yeah, and I gave that a 7 or 7.5. Because I feel like a lot of it is very topical humor, where it's based on things that took place in the 70s and people in the 70s. So I felt a little out of touch with it. I still thought it was funny, but it wasn't the knee-slappingly crazy movie that I was expecting. Like, I love Spaceballs. Like, Spaceballs is... But I know Spaceballs as I know Star Wars. So, I know the references to that. I don't know a lot of Western references. So, it worked out more for me. That's also when we watched 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later. Remember? So we were preparing for 28 Years Later, which I will do a review for 28 Years Later Bone Temple as well. I might as well keep the trend up. You know? So if there's a mystery movie that same week where I see that, I'll skip the mystery movie and we'll just do 28 Years Later Bone Temple. Yep. Papa Smurf brought that up about doing non-mystery movies. And it's hard for me because I did the mystery movies on purpose because mystery movies are an easy thing. Like, I am given a movie to reveal as opposed to picking a movie. Yeah, I did a double review for 28 Days and 28 Weeks. So, there was also Jurassic World Rebirth. That was a mystery movie, which I thought was okay. 2 completely different movies mashed into one, though. I saw the Phoenician Scheme with the ant. She liked it a lot more than I did, but it wasn't bad. June was a busy month. Like I said. You didn't like Rebirth? Of course. Because you love abortions. That's why. You don't like birth. Nah, Rebirth was very much a generic Jurassic Park film. They had 2 different stories that didn't meld well. Family story and the other story, and it's just like, what is this? I guess we'll just separate them for the entire film. And they made Jonathan Bailey not British, which was stupid. He was trying to do his American accent. Exactly. I said that in my review, actually. That they have the dinosaur fodder characters. You know who's going to die. Because they don't give them any screen time. But it's on Peacock, right? So, just like any other streaming service, when you linger on something, it starts playing the preview. And it's always playing the Jonathan Bailey part where after Scarlett Johansson says, I can guarantee your safety, more or less. And he says, more or less? And it sounds so awful. Him trying to do that American accent. More or less. As hot as he is, they should just let him be British in that movie. More or less. That's why he's in my dreams. He wants to be my friend. More or less. That's where my mom's watched it too. It does bug me because there's no reason for him to be American. No reason whatsoever for him to be American in that movie. He works at a museum. He could be a dinosaur expert from Europe. Like, he doesn't need to be American. There's no need for him to struggle through that movie with that American accent. I'm not saying he can't do an American accent. I'm saying in that movie, it was difficult. Oh Hi. Oh Hi was in July. I gave that a 7. F1 the movie. Everyone wants to be my friend. I'll be friends with Jonathan Bailey. Completely platonic friends is fine with me. F1 was surprisingly okay. 6.5. Megan 2.0. I remember that old kicker. That was the, this is the feminine versus masculine reviews. Megan we gave 7.5. RoboCop. I enjoyed RoboCop so much we started playing the game, which we still need to finish. RoboCop on Twitch. Friends with benefits. I would never. Right, Megan 2.0. It was actually good, right? It's a big tonal shift, but it was funny. Had action in it. Like, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. We talked about this to a long extent. And The Craft. Yes, The Craft, which we gave an 8. Because I did enjoy it, as you predicted I would. And I enjoyed that they gave every character a story, including the black girl, which I wasn't expecting because this was the 90s. That was very surprising. And I like that one. Practical snake effects at the end, tons of snakes and stuff like that. I thought it was good. We watched Eddington. I did a review for that one. That's the Joaquin Phoenix and Pedro Pascal film. That didn't take off till like much later. Not my review, but the movie itself. Like, I saw it in theaters, but like once it came to streaming, people really started talking about it. Yeah, everybody had their own wish. Like, each character felt like their own person, and that was really great. That's on HBO Max. Eddington. Emma Stone's in it as the old bait and switch because she's barely in that movie. Austin Butler's barely in that movie. Eddington. We give that a 6.5 because they didn't even mention the president during COVID, Donald Trump. That's not why I gave it a 6.5. There's plenty of other issues with the movie, but it was goofy that they didn't mention him. They talk about masks. They talk about the vaccines. They talk about all that stuff, but not the guy who literally failed the country and failed the American people. Let's just ignore that. Huge cop-out. What's that, Ari Aster? Is that who did that movie? Ari Aster? Yeah. Total cop-out. And of course, Shivers. We watched Shivers as well, which that review did really, really well. Randomly, for a 1975 film. Literally watching it in its 50th year anniversary. That review did well. I don't know why it did well, but it did. And I'm happy for it. You forgot about Shivers? Yeah. I didn't do a skit for it. But I was shirtless in my thumbnail. How could you forget about that? How can you forget about me being shirtless in a thumbnail? Wow. They did. That was a very popular review. And I'm glad. Very random. It's like The Tourist. The Tourist did pretty good numbers too. Alien slugs. Yep, that's exactly what it is. It makes people into hedonistic romance monsters. We got to speed this up a little bit. It's already been an hour and a half. Here, I'll go through my other physical medias that we got real quick. American Graffiti, which is George Lucas's, I think his first movie maybe. Takes place in the 1960s. About a bunch of teenagers and what they're going to do with the rest of their lives. Starring Ron Howard, Harrison Ford, Richard Dreyfuss, Susan Summers, Cindy Williams, Mackenzie Phillips. American Graffiti. I'll check that out. I'm interested in that. I got Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, which I actually enjoyed this movie. It was not bad. I thought it was good. And Vetter liked it. That's always a good sign. When Vetter likes something, that's always a good sign. Because it follows like Dungeons and Dragon rules of the characters having to take turns to do their combat. I found that entertaining. Now this I bought. It's the Bourne series. It's all 5 movies. I think it might have been like $20, which is usually a little out of my price range. But it is all 5 movies, including the Jeremy Renner one. And it's Blu-ray and digital. You wish they made more Bourne movies or they made more Dungeons and Dragons movies? The Dungeons and Dragons movies is still fairly new, isn't it? 2023. I guess it would be 2 years, huh? Well, Chris Pine needs to make some more movies. He finally cut his hair. I saw him recently, and he finally, because his hair was like shoulder length, like mine, and he went gray, but he looked very bohemian hobo style, and I didn't think it did him any justice. I've never seen any of the Bourne movies either. I have one of them, or maybe 2 of them, from my dad's collection. But now I got all of them. Will I ever watch them? Probably. But do I have a plan to? Julia Stiles is in it, and Tommy Lee Jones. You know, I enjoy those 2. Because it's like Matt Damon, and then Jeremy Renner, and then back to Matt Damon. That's what I'm interested in. He's pulling off a Gremlin. I did not look like that, sir. I think I already shared this one before, Akira. I haven't revealed it in one of my shorts yet, so this is the 4K of Akira. Yeah, in 10 years I'll do it. I'll watch them. And of course, the other one was Civil War, which I think I mentioned to you guys, but I don't think I posted it yet. Kirsten Dunst. From Alex Garland, the 28 Days, Weeks, Years Later, well, not weeks, but years later guy. His half-baked film, Civil War. Bit disappointing, that one. We did a review for that one. At the same time we did a review for Dune. Because remember, it's in that. I remember the thumbnail, it's a YouTube live, and I'm like in the desert waving, and I have a cowboy hat on. I think we did Furiosa that time too. Yeah, I didn't mention Akira. Like I said, I bought it. It was on sale for like $14 or $15. And, you know, I always hear everything about it, how great it is. Yeah, I have seen Civil War. So that one, I don't have to go in the bargain bin. That can just go in my collection. That one's done. August. Superman. We talked about Superman. It was okay. Together. Dave Franco, Alison Brie. Yeah, Civil War was actually a bargain bin. That's $7.50. Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. Together was good. Kind of weird. Kind of gross. I think the fact that they're actually married played a very good part in that film. Fantastic Four, First Steps. Okay. I wasn't blown away by Fantastic Four. I think it's either 6 or 6.5 is what I wrote for it. I enjoyed it, but I thought it could have been so much more. I didn't enjoy the color grading of it the whole time. I thought that was kind of annoying. How everything was like desaturated. Mr. Fantastic. I gave Superman a 6.5. I gave Fantastic Four a 6 or 6.5. So I think because I had more expectations for Fantastic Four than I did Superman. Superman I didn't think was going to be fantastic. I thought it was going to be very okay because one, it's James Gunn, and two, just all the controversy around it and stupid people around it. And again, it's another Superman. Like, I don't know if we need another Superman. And it was okay. Fantastic Four, I hope that when they bring them back in something else, that they're given more time to shine. Because, like, they didn't even do, like, Ben's story of him hating himself, you know? Relay, we give that a 4 out of 10. That's the one where the guy uses the text-to-speech thing to extort companies. I watched Freaks and Geeks that I gave a 9.5. That's a TV show, in case you were confused. Not a movie. I do not have anything planned after this, sir. Are you looking to play something? Eden, I gave a 7.5, even though it's a big flop for Sydney Sweeney and Ron Howard and Jude Law and Vanessa Kirby. Susan Storm's in it. I enjoyed that movie, Eden. I thought it was perfectly good. Freaks and Geeks. I loved Freaks and Geeks. Freaks and Geeks, I was laughing and crying the whole time. I enjoyed it so much. So much. Apartment 7A was a nice sleeper hit. Well, if you want to play something, let me know. I'll play something. I got a few hours after this. I need to wrap it up, though, because it's been an hour and 42 minutes already. We need to wrap this up. If anybody else has seen any movies, you guys can shout them out in chat. Apartment 7A was good. The Naked Gun, I enjoyed, was fine. I laughed a bunch at that. Weapons, I think I gave it a 7. It was really good till the reveal of the ant. Okay, slams his DMs. Like all my other fans. When they showed Aunt Gladys, it just became goofy, and it was really disappointing because they spent so much time building this dramatic tone just to kind of goof it off at the end. That's August. We're moving to September. Like, subscribe, guys. I'm the future streamer of the year next year. No, it's coming. The Threesome, 6.5. Zoe Dutch. Wait, Someone Like You. Why can't I think of what Someone Like You is? What's Someone Like You? Oh, it's the Ashley Judd movie from 2001. Hugh Jackman, Ashley Judd, and Greg Kinnear, Marissa Tomei. I was like, what is this movie, Someone Like You? It's that rom-com that I picked out of the bargain bin randomly for one of my YouTube lives. Yeah, that's what I mean. It was all good until the ant came in, and she just didn't fit everybody else. Like, I didn't care. I know she's like a big meme character now, and drag queens are doing her and all that stuff. That's fine. It's just, I didn't feel that it made sense. Like, the movie just shifted way too much. I don't mind the humor. It's just, I didn't like the change. Yeah, where she's like a. Did I cry in what? In Weapons? I think I cried in Weapons because Julia Gardner's fantastic. And I cried for the little boy too. That's very sad that he had to like, feed people. I don't think I cried. Did I cry for Someone Like You? I don't know if I cried in that. That was like the last like 9/11 movie. The Roses, Benedict Cumberbatch, Olivia Colman. The Tourist, which was not as good as they made it seem it was like it's gonna be. Twinless. Twinless is one of those movies that I saw randomly on a day and I said, hey, I'm gonna watch that. It says gay, I'm gonna watch a gay movie. Gave it 8.5. Caught Stealing, I went and saw. Ended up really liking it. Gave it an 8. Very surprised how much I like that movie. All right, no problem. Jaws, the 50th anniversary. Went and saw that in 3D in theaters for the first time ever. Got to see Jaws in theaters. 50 years later. Gave it a 9.5 out of 10, I believe. That's what I said. No, I gave it a 9. Dead of Winter. Not so great. 4 out of 10. The Long Walk, I gave a 7 because it's good. The Long Walk has great characters and everything, but it's just the idea of it, because it's a movie, you lose the tension because the characters, you know which characters are going to live or die. If you were reading the book, I haven't read the book, but I would assume, based upon how Stephen King writes, you would have less of an idea of who's going to live because he gives background to all his characters. And in the movie, they don't give as much background to certain characters. So it's very obvious, they're going to die. If you see the trailer, you see who the people are who are still walking, So it kind of sucks the tension out of it. It's still very dramatic, very heartfelt, and all that. It just loses a bit of that. The Conjuring Last Rites, it's okay. I gave it a 7. I enjoyed it. Rosemary's Baby, I didn't have a score for. That was the Zoe Saldana Rosemary's Baby miniseries. I thought it was fine. I liked it. Nuremberg, I gave a good score, 8.5. That's Rami Malek and Russell Crowe about the Nuremberg trials, which hopefully we have some more Nuremberg trials coming up. We're blazing through these, guys. We're blazing through these. October, Him 6. Him was just too stylized. There was just too much going on. It's like they ran with every single idea they could think of. Scream, I didn't give a score because my Scream experience was ruined by the people I was in the theater with. I hated that entire experience. I wanted to leave, really. People wouldn't shut up. People were just talking and laughing and goofing. And I thought the movie was a real slasher film. I didn't realize it was a comedy film. I didn't realize Scream was like a slapstick comedy film. I thought it was a horror film. That's on me, though. Roofman, 3 out of 10. Not great. Boring. Channing Tatum fails. He does capture a little emotion, but the rest of that is it's the same Channing Tatum character you've seen him in anything else. Goofy frat boy, even though he's almost 50 years old. Honey Don't, we gave a 6. Why can't I think of what Honey Don't is? I know it's another rom-com, right? Oh no, Honey Don't is the Qualley, Margaret Qualley, Aubrey Plaza. That one was a disappointment. I only gave it a 6 out of 10. It's really nice style, and I love the cinematography of it and the music and all that stuff. It just, the story failed. And it was really disappointing because I really wanted more out of these characters, and I would love to see more from these characters. Mastermind, 2 out of 10. One of the worst movies of my year, The Mastermind. Utterly boring. It is a short film that they made into 2 hours. Not worth it. Super slow. Basic story. Not great acting. Do not recommend. One battle after another. It is not the movie of the year, guys. Okay, let's. It does not deserve an Oscar for best film, in my opinion. It's a 7 out of 10. It's a good movie, but you know it's not that deep. It's not that deep. A lot of characters are just caricatures. And Sean Penn's character is some creepy creep. You know, Leonardo DiCaprio's character is some alcoholic drug head. You know, nothing crazy. Tron Ares, I also gave a 7. I enjoyed Tron Ares just as much as I enjoyed One Battle After Another. Does not deserve all the hate. Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight, 6.5. Not bad. That's in the wrong thing. Good Boy was the horror movie seen through the eyes of a dog. That was okay as well. Black Phone 2 was actually pretty good. Got me crying, which is surprising for a horror movie. Eternity was also good. Rocky Horror Picture Show, 10 out of 10. My favorite movie. Finally got to see it in theaters. And I got to see it in theaters in a theater all by myself. Got to see my favorite movie by myself. I got to sing all to myself. Also saw Saving Private Ryan, 10 out of 10 movie. Finally got to see that for the first time and also in theaters. Christy, Sydney Sweeney, was a 6. It wasn't the worst movie ever, you know, but it just wasn't great. She's probably the worst part of the movie. And not because of her being a white supremacist or anything like that, just because she doesn't give a lot with her acting. Ben Foster, that guy. Begonia was really good. I really enjoyed Begonia. I gave that a 9. I really enjoyed Begonia. Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons. Give them some nominations, guys, please. Anniversary, Diane Lane. That was a good movie too. Give it a 7.5. It's very political though, so be warned. Shelby Oaks, 6 out of 10. That's the Chris Stuckman YouTuber guy film. Never heard of him. Probably for good reason now. Entrapment, which was Catherine Zeta-Jones and Sean Connery. That is an older film, obviously. Part of my thrillers. Sisu Road the Revenge. We're getting more recent films now. That I gave a 2 out of 10 because it was just god-awful garbage. Batman Returns I saw in theaters. I don't have a score for it, but obviously I love Batman Returns. DeVito, Michelle Pfeiffer, Michael Keaton. Great. Predator Badlands was not that bad. It was actually pretty good. Keeper, I don't have a score for either. I enjoyed Keeper. It's Osgood Perkins. It could have been better. What's her name? Tatiana Maslany? She's great. She's She-Hulk. She's fantastic in that movie. Very creepy movie, but it could have been better. And then I watched Tremors 1, Tremors 2, and Tremors 3. Tremors 1 and 2, childhood favorites. Loved watching them as kids. Loved them just as much watching them as an adult. Tremors 3, not the worst. Not the worst. Tremors 3 was actually kind of in the same vein as the first 2 movies. You know, the creatures evolved into flying ones or gliding ones now. But and then the last movie, that I've only seen one movie this month, which is crazy, is 100 Nights of Hero, which we talked about in my most recent review, which I gave, I don't remember, because there's no score on here. Oh, you know what? I did on IMDb, because I posted on there. Do you guys remember what I gave? I think it's a 6.5. I'm pretty sure I gave it a 6.5. I gave it a 5.5. Just kidding. It wasn't great. It had stylistic things about it that made it more interesting, but overall the film itself wasn't good. So what about you guys? What were your favorite movies of the year? You know? What'd you watch? What'd you like? What you didn't like? Did you buy any great DVDs like I did? I mean, look at all these. Look at all these. That's going to be it for me tonight. I'm going to go play some Xbox probably. Next week there is a mystery movie. But I will need to see, probably in January, we'll do a review for 28 Years Later, Bone Temple. I'm going to try to shift away from as many mystery movies. There was a request by the community to do other movies, and I agree because I want to grow my channel. And, you know, mystery movies are great because people do search for them, but not all of them. A lot of them are just flops. Like the movie themselves don't do well, so then my reviews don't do well because nobody's looking for the mystery movie reviews. So it really depends. Like Nuremberg did great a month after I released the video because the movie came out. People were like, "Oh, let me watch that review." But yeah, that's gonna be it. I will have the VOD up hopefully by tomorrow. I don't have to do any editing, so you guys have a good night, and I will be back tomorrow on Twitch. Because remember, I'm a triple threat. Upcoming streamer 2026, GremlinLord615. We'll probably be playing Battlefield 6 tomorrow, more than likely. So thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Oh, hold on. This button? This button. Yep, bye.